Even though Disney kind of has the reputation of being a greedy company that's driven almost entirely by IP, they're not taking advantage of so many obvious ways they could find great success, make a guaranteed boatload of money, as well as uphold and reinforce the relevance of their beloved characters and properties in a way that would actually be exciting and push the company forward, rather than just simply remaking and retelling stories that they've already told. One of Disney's most lucrative and well-known brands is the Disney princesses. And even though the company has been making princess movies for almost a century, they didn't officially start using the Disney Princess brand until the year 2000, when they noticed that children were dressing up as their favorite princesses despite there being no licensed merchandise for them to be decked out in. There clearly was a demand, so Disney finally took advantage of it and started marketing their most notable female characters under the label Disney Princess, which seemed like an obvious thing for them to do years before they did. I don't know why they didn't come to the realization earlier, but yeah, now the brand makes billions for the company. And just as it took them far too long to realize the potential of these characters being marketed together, they also took far too long to realize how excited people would be to see them interacting on screen together. And when they finally did, in the film Ralph Breaks the Internet, everyone lost their minds. Like, 95% of that film's hype was attributed to seeing all the iconic princesses together on the big screen. You'd think after that insane reception, they would have immediately greenlit a TV series or a movie that was fully dedicated to the princesses, particularly in this cinematic landscape we're living in which shared universes like the Marvel Cinematic Universe bring beloved characters together in a grand, exciting way. And though it is getting a bit tiring and irritating to see so many movies feeling the need to jump on the shared universe bandwagon, I feel as if seeing Disney characters come together is only natural. I mean, we already associate these characters with one another, we go to Disneyland and see them all interacting with one another, so it's kinda shocking that this hasn't really been reflected in the media Disney produces. Particularly with this wave of Disney live-action remakes, which are often written off by the general public as pointless, establishing and introducing those characters in live-action form could be justified if Disney eventually brought them together in a film or TV series. Yes, I love art house cinema, indie films, and original stories, but I also love familiarity and think there's room for both in the cinematic landscape. So yes, I want to see these beloved characters interacting in live action because I like to have fun and feel joy. While I think Disney should definitely greenlight a Kingdom Hearts movie immediately because that would be awesome, I really think they should take advantage of the impact the Disney princesses have had on culture. Now, I used to think they should take a more epic, dramatic route with the Disney princesses and go full-on female Avengers, but I think there's a smarter, more culturally aware, more hype-worthy direction they should take. The approach they should take is the same approach as the upcoming Barbie movie. Now, when you hear live-action Barbie movie, that probably doesn't sound appealing or interesting or good to most people, but when you put the project in the hands of a brilliant, respected, prestige indie art house filmmaker like Greta Gerwig, then it becomes something special and unexpected and is given a whole new level of attention and thought, which in turn results in more hype. Even the most intense, letterboxed film bros who religiously watch Tarantino and Christopher Nolan are excited for the Barbie movie because it's being handled in such a unique way. It's drawing in audiences who typically would steer very clear from a Barbie movie. And though we don't know exactly what the plot of the film is yet, it's been said that it's completely unexpected, innovative, self-aware, satirical, Truman Show-esque, and according to several people, the best script they've ever read. Thank you, Greta Gerwig. And By the way, Greta Gerwig worked on the script for the upcoming live-action adaptation of Snow White, the first ever Disney princess movie, so I'm really curious to see what she brought to that film, and if she implemented any commentary on the legacy of Disney princesses, their impact on culture, etc. I would absolutely go feral for a Greta Gerwig Disney princess movie where all of the Disney princesses come together in a clever, unexpected way with a smart, self-aware script that embraces the history and legacy of the Disney princesses. I want meta. I want pink. I want them to embrace the femininity and the identity of the brand and characters and how they have shaped culture. And yes, Ralph Breaks the Internet sort of already took a meta, self-aware approach for the characters, but with low-hanging fruit. I want to see them take it to the next level, and I think this would reinvigorate the respect for and the relevance of these characters. It would strengthen their value. I think it'd be really interesting if the Disney Princess brand and movies actually existed within the universe of the movie. I don't know exactly how they'd approach it, but yeah. As for casting, of course just cast who already played the Disney princesses in the live-action remakes and then just fill out the rest of the roles with suitable actors. And yeah, I'd be down for recast of some of the roles, especially Mulan. I think she should actually definitely be recast. Most people would argue that Belle should be recast as well, and I kind of agree, but Disney would never let Emma Watson go unless she wanted to. They practically begged her to be in the role, and even if she wasn't the most charismatic Belle, she is partially responsible for the film's huge financial success. And if this hypothetical Disney princess film were to be directed by Greta Gerwig, as I hope it would, or at least have her involved in some way, she worked with Emma Watson on Little Women, so they'd probably want to work together again, so yeah. As long as they keep Lily James as Cinderella and Halle Bailey as Ariel, I'm good, because they are so perfect for those roles. But what do you think? How would you utilize the Disney princesses in a movie? What do you think the plot should be? Yeah, just let me know in the comments down below, or is this idea very stupid to you, and was this a waste of breath? Hope not. But, yeah, let the algorithm gods do their work by liking, subscribing, commenting, all that fun stuff. Yeah, okay, love ya, bye.